who feel that everybody could, if pressured enough, become and have a psychotic episode like this. And there are others who feel that only those who have a tendency to easy disorganization of the brain by their metabolism, that only they can get the psychotic trips. Because certainly when we analyze the underlying strife or conflicts that go on in a schizophrenic when they have recovered enough, that we find not too different a set of circumstances than what we find in the neurotic.
Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
To save the patient from what would otherwise be a severe neurotic phenomenon. The patient that you saw me walking with demonstrates on the 8th day after admission the continuing presence of a catatonic panic.
All right, happy Tuesday night. Welcome back to Sound Injection. We got Logan from Fleeting Life with us. How you doing tonight, dude?
I'm doing good, my man. How are you?
Fantastic. So who the fuck do I want to pick on tonight? You know what? I'm going to go with Meg.
Of course. Of course you are.
Meg.
Oh my goodness. All right. What is your favorite thing to do to prepare before a show?
I don't inherently have like a secret sauce, you know. I kind of just go up there with a little bit of shit in my pants and you know, by the time the show starts, I'm all good. I like, you know, because before the show is always usually hectic. Like, you know, we aren't really at the point where we can like hide backstage and like go into Zen mode or anything. So, yeah, I'm also like a straight edge is cringe, but you know, I don't really smoke or, you know, drink or anything.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
You'd be surprised at how many bands don't anymore. And I'm like,
right.
They're telling me like we're on there interviewing these bands and like, yeah, we don't smoke, we don't drink. I'm sitting here pounding beers and then I feel bad. I'm like, oh man.
No, don't worry. That's fine. Most of the band does, so it's okay.
All right, good enough. All right, CB, you're up on deck, bro.
So have you had any really great fan interaction so far?
Yeah. Like, you know, I was kind of saying it pre-show, but, you know, almost everybody I've met's really cool. You know, luckily I haven't had any like crazy ones. Like I've heard stories from like Chris Motionless and whatever of like crazy fan interactions, and we haven't had that. All our fans that I've met are really cool. They come up and are super excited to see us, which is, you know, super awesome for some small town kids.
Good.
At least you haven't had like blood thrown all over you like one of the bands we had on.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Last night.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, these two sisters that we know from South Africa. They were playing a show and they got doused in blood on stage. That somebody brought like blood and threw it on them on the stage.
Actual blood, like not fake blood.
Yeah, like actual blood.
Yeah.
That's
animal blood.
And they're not like some insane metal band. They're like like punk rock mixed with like I mean, they're pretty much radio rock.
Oh no.
So they're nothing like intense. Like they're not like death metal or extreme metal or anything like that. So it's like not something that you would expect from
For sure.
that. So we've had some insane stories on here.
Yeah, I'm sure they're coming. You know what I mean? I'm sure I'll have one.
Oh yeah.
but
Oh,
right
you're
now-
gonna get them. Because you guys have only done what, 2 shows, I think is what you said.
Correct.
God, how the hell are y'all so fucking good and you've only played?
Thank you.
It blows my mind, like some of these bands that we bring on here, and I'm like watching them. I'm like, these guys are like, I mean, you guys are like national act caliber band.
Oh, stop it.
No, I'm dead serious. Like, it blows my mind of how many bands are out there that are like just starting, and they're coming out the gate like they're the next goddamn fucking Motionless in White and shit, and they sound just as good. And I'm just like, holy shit! Like it took me like 20 years to get that good.
It took me, I mean, don't worry, it took me a long time. I'm still, because cleans are probably the hardest thing for me. Clean vocals. I've gotten a lot better in the last 2 years. Like really like spending every day learning and like perfecting it. Perfecting it's a bit out there, but I've gotten really good. And like even Robbie, our producer, even he's like every time I go to the studio, he's like, you're like 7 times better than the last time you were here.
Nice.
So yeah, it's very like it's a lot of hard work, but yeah, screams and growls, not to like toot a horn or anything, but I've always had that down in me. Ever since I was like 16, 17, just I like, of course it was like not perfect at first, but over time, like to this day, if somebody's like, how do you sing? I could be like, oh, well, you see, it really comes from the diaphragm. You got to like, sometimes moving your eyebrows can really help, like, project at certain things like that. When it comes to screaming and growling, someone's like, how do you do that? I'm like, I don't know.
No idea.
Well, it's actually the same mechanics. So it's still a lot of diaphragm. It's still about the resonance and the shape of your mouth. Because I'm a vocalist too, and I do the cleans and the extreme vocals too. And it's the same thing. You're just doing it kind of instinctually, kind of like through trial and error over the years of practicing. So yeah.
No, it's been a super awesome journey, and every day getting better in some way, shape, or form has been like very good for me.
So to this point, what is the hardest thing that you've had to learn being in a band?
Funnily enough, I'd say like my vocals, like trying to get them perfect. But like if, there's a lot of like politics in a band, which we're very good with. Like we barely have any like, if there's any like disagreements, it's usually resolved quickly. We find compromises, we find whatever, but like that's probably like, because the band originally was just me for a little bit, and now I've got a full band. So I'm learning to open up, because I'm a lot better at it now, but at the beginning it was really hard for me to like, somebody would suggest something like, no.
Right,
because
before you were in full control.
Correct. So I would say that'd probably be the hardest, or was the hardest thing, but I've like gotten over that hump, and we're a lot better. We're a lot better about it nowadays.
Okay.
And even back then we were good about it. Like I don't want to make it sound like we weren't. It was just,
Slackers. No.
No. No, they're all very hardworking, and they all put in, they're my brothers. Love those dudes.
Fair enough. So at what point did you actually turn this into a full band project?
Around, because like we kind of like got people here and there, but we've been a full band since like the beginning of this year.
Oh shit. Yeah, you're like way baby.
Nice.
Baby. Okay.
Wow.
Fair enough. All right, Meg,
What'd you say?
Baby band.
Oh,
That's what he said. Yeah. The wet
All right,
behind
man.
the ears. All right. What is a song, or an album that like changed your life? You heard it and you were like, yeah, I want to do this.
So it's funny. because I brought them up a lot. I'm sure the answer's there, but Motionless in White was actually a really big influence on me. Like you can go back, like Papa Roach is kind of like the reason I got into music when I was like super young, like 8, 9, 10. You know, Papa Roach was like one of my bigger influences. Like they're pretty much the reason I love music, but like Motionless in White is the reason. Like I found Immaculate Misconception, and I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. And it started like the whole deep dive into metalcore, and that's kind of what got me to where I'm at today. Like, especially, you know, because when I was talking about Screaming and Growling in high school, it was mainly To the Creatures record. Like that's still to this day one of my like favorite albums ever made.
Nice.
God, that makes me feel so old.
Dude, Motionless in White is like so. He's
Oh,
Christmas
that album
Wish
was
is so
old
talented. Like,
when I was 18.
I was like, God damn, I think I was in my 20s when that came out.
Yeah, no,
or later.
I would have been about 10 if it 2010.
oh my god.
Woo, yeah.
26.
I think I was in my 20s when that came out. I'm pretty sure I was in my 20s.
Yeah, I was like in high school. No, that wouldn't be right.
I'm older than all of y'all, so I mean, it might be right. It might be right. All right, CB, you're up on deck, bro.
So, as far as movies go, in the horror genre, what is your favorite?
It's so funny. I'm actually not really a movie buff. I'm more of a game guy. But if I was like, because I'm more of the like, it would either be between Freddy or you know, Nightmare on Elm Street, or oh my god, it literally was just in my head. Nightmare on Elm Street or what's Scream. Yeah, I was like, what's the other goofy one?
Yeah,
Right.
I never could get into Scream. I tried it. I love Freddy, but I grew up with Freddy because I think that was like one of the very first horror movies I ever watched whenever I was a kid. So, I mean, whenever I watched that, I think Nightmare on Elm Street may have just come out or been out for about a year or two when I seen it, because I was born in '83. So I think it was like 80 something when Nightmare on Elm Street came out. It might have been a little bit before that. I don't remember, but I loved Freddy.
That's ballpark. It's around there.
Yeah, Scream I couldn't get into. I tried to watch the first one and I was just like, I don't like that like teeny bopper feel type horror films. Like I didn't like I Know What You Did Last Summer. I didn't like any of those. And I know a lot of people did. I'm just like, I grew up on 80s horror. Like it's like tits and gore. Everything's about tits and gore.
Yeah. I can't do like the supernatural ones, you know. Like there's something like the Evil Dead remake. That one hurts my stomach every time I watch it. I hate like.
I love Evil
no.
Dead.
Well, see, and I do too.
I grew up on Evil Dead.
I love the idea. I love everything about it. But like supernatural stuff, once you start getting into ghosts and demons, like not inherently something that I'm like super like, you know, that's just more real to me than like Michael Myers just kind of like walking up to me at 2 miles an hour and stabbing me. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
I couldn't get into the slashers because I felt like they were all the same, except for Freddy and Chucky were the only two that like, yeah, they were slashers, but they were kind of like also kind of comedy at the same time, like dark humor. And so I got into them because I had a character and they had an attitude. And like Michael Myers and Jason, it was like mask, tits, sex, kill. That's it. It was the same formula, and I was like, whatever.
Right.
All right. So if you guys had a chance to go on tour, unlimited budget, and the bands can't say no, what 3 bands would you choose to take on tour with you?
I mean, I guess it's pretty cut
Not
and
to
dry.
be a big band. It could be smaller bands
like
too.
it would probably literally be like Motionless, Ice Nine, Saving Vice, and us would probably be like, you know,
Nice.
that'd probably be the lineup.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right,
Good
Meg.
one. All right. If you had to describe your band, your music, using only food items, what would those food items be?
Could you ask? Sorry, one more time.
If you had to describe the music and your band, like your image, your brand, if you had to describe those using only food items, how would you describe it?
Fire Taco Bell sauce.
Okay.
And
So, that's already Stomach hurt.
Damn it! I did the like really creative one off the cuff, and now another one's hard. Pizza, because everybody loves pizza.
Pizza. Fire Diablo sauce. Okay, on what kind of pizza?
Well, if we're going with a pizza everybody loves, a classic pepperoni cheese, that's probably the one. But as far as
Okay.
like if it was a me pizza, I'm doing pepperoni sausage, banana peppers every time.
Nice. And now
So,
I've got a bonus question since we brought up pizza. So, does pineapple belong on pizza?
Listen, people, you guys are trying to get me like in trouble.
Listen.
All right,
No, they're picking on me, is what they're doing. It ain't about you. It's about me.
it can go on pizza. People can like what they like. I would never put it on a pizza now.
All right. Solid. Everybody can like what they like. Exactly.
See,
So we've got the band.
They like to poke at me during fucking podcasts. Trust me, there's probably gonna be another question comes up later because I already see it on fucking CB's face. Because now
I know.
I mean, okay, so let's be real here. If it comes up, it's because you brought it up.
Might as well
no,
just
I
ask
can
it.
see your
Might
damn
as well
face.
just go for
You could
it,
just,
baby.
I would say you could rip off the Band-Aid right now if you wanted to just.
Do it.
No.
You did this,
No,
Dustin. This
just
is all
do
you.
it, jackass.
I mean, I don't even know what you're talking about now.
You do too. You know
Oh,
exactly
okay.
what I'm talking about, you
That's
damn
funny.
liar.
Oh,
Oh,
I
see,
think
there
somebody-
it is.
Somebody
There it
brought
is.
it up.
Yep.
So,
Now we have to.
are you a Star Wars or are you a Star Trek fan?
I mean, who would pick? Oh, well, never mind. All right, I'm a Star Wars fan.
Come on, stick to your guns. Oh, Star Wars? Okay.
No, I was gonna say, who would pick Star Trek? That's like crazy.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Exactly. Me and you are now friends. We are
What
friends.
is there somebody, Mr.
Oh.
Mr. Beard? Are you a Trekkie?
Who, me? No.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why was that question so important?
he likes to poke at me. That's why.
Yeah, we like to toss some fun over there at Jags every now and again.
Has
He's
any
so-
band ever came on and said Star Trek?
Yes.
One, maybe
A
one
couple.
or two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one or
couple.
two.
But Star Wars is by far the majority answer.
Well, yeah.
And then you've also got the weirdos like me and other band people that have said that they don't really watch either. I don't really watch either
I
that
don't-
much.
I don't inherently watch, like I was saying earlier, I like don't really watch movies. I've watched them before, but like, and I'm not like a diehard, like anytime Star Wars stuff's coming out, I'm like, oh my God, like I haven't seen any of the new shows or anything. But no, I mean, if you locked me into a chair and said you have to watch one series right now, it'd be Star Wars. I mean,
Star Wars.
no question.
Yeah.
CB is he's one of my best friends, but he's also my roommate. So he likes to fuck with me on shit. But I am a diehard Star Wars nerd, like hardcore, like living dictionary. I've read all the comics, the graphic novels,
Mhm.
every fucking movie. I know all the characters, the whole nine yards.
Episode 9. Sheesh.
I'm all about. And the bad thing is I like all of them. I like everything, all of it,
That's fair.
except for Andor. I didn't really like Andor. That series was kind of very boring to me. I couldn't get into that. But
I can't remember which one Tyler's. I'm pretty sure that's the one Tyler's all about. So
oh, really?
yeah, I can't. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure he's about all of them, though. To be fair, he's also a big Star Wars nerd, as I'm
Yeah.
sure you guys.
I
know.
do remember
We
that.
discovered that on the
I do remember that. We had a discussion about that. All right. So if you guys had a chance to play any major music festival in the entire world, which one would you like to play?
I mean, it's got to be Sonic Temple.
Okay.
I mean, mainly. So when I was a kid, I actually, because it used to be Rock on the Range, and that was actually, that was like one of the first big things I ever went. Like I used to go to my mom took me to concerts all the time. You know, I've been to a lot of concerts in my life, especially as a kid.
Go Mom.
But yeah, 100%. Mom, if you're watching, hello. But anyways, a lot of big bands were there, and like when I was a kid, I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And like as an adult, I was like, damn, I haven't seen like Rock on the Range forever. What the fuck's going on with that? And then I found out like I don't even remember how I found out, but that Sonic Temple is the new Rock on the Range. I was like, oh, okay, you know.
Right.
So, because one of my coworkers, they're like, yeah, it's in a soccer stadium. It's like this big, blah blah blah. I was like, oh, it's kind of like Rock on the Range, and he's like, well, it is Rock on the Range. It's just named different now. I was like,
It's just renamed.
yeah. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Okay.
But yeah, so it would have to be Sonic Temple just for the nostalgia. It's really the only like I technically went to like Warped Tour in 2018 or whatever the last year was, 2017, 2018. I went to, what was another festival I went to? It was like Self Help Fest, I think, which was like a Day to Remembers festival, if I'm not mistaken.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I went to that. And that's the extent of my festival going. I'm not really as I was talking about earlier, I'm not really an outside in the heat kind of guy. I'm more of a inside in the cool kind of guy.
No, I love the heat. I love the heat. Bring it. Humidity, heat. I fucking love every damn bit of it.
Even when I lived in Florida, our AC was at like 60 every day.
Bring on the cold.
You
shut. That's my guy.
Shut your mouth right now. You shut it.
I must say the S word.
No, you fucking don't. Don't you put that juju on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you fucking do it. You just shut up.
Snow.
Good God Almighty! All right, Meg, you're up.
Okay, my turn. If y'all could have on this tour that you were talking about with Motionless in White, Saving Vice, and everybody, what would be your rider? What would be on that rider?
Rider.
For when you're in the green room. Like, do you want M&Ms but no green ones? You have to have 3 bottles of Jim Beam. You need a massage therapist. What would be on your rider?
I have no idea. If I'm being real, I got no idea. Are you saying Are you saying like on like the bus?
No.
Like whenever you arrive to the venue and you're in the green room, you're the star of the show. What would be like the thing that you would want, your comfort item to make sure that you perform your best? You're in the right headspace.
Okay, I'm sorry. There might have been like a little lag or whatever. Okay, probably my Switch. As basic of an answer as that is.
Nice.
You know, everybody's talking around me. I'm like, you guys are doing your thing. We had lunch earlier. We had our conversations. I'm gonna play some Nintendo.
Hell yeah. What do you play on the Switch?
So like right now, because I actually got a Switch too. I've been playing because I was with music. You know, I haven't had quite like a lot of like expendable money. But with that being said, Christmas came around. I was like, I want Metroid Prime 4. I want this. I want Hades 2. I want this. I want this. I want this. And so I've been playing them all. I beat Metroid Prime the other day. That game's awesome.
Hell yeah.
But mainly like my brother and I used to play competitively in Smash Bros. Back when it was like new and fresh. And I miss those days sometimes. But once they announce a new one, I'm calling off of work. If we're on tour, we're going home.
Damn. Like shut the phone down.
No, we're going back. We're going home. We're playing Smash Bros for the rest of the tour. Use up that PTO. Smash Bros.
So I guess that's how I feel about Madden.
Okay, sure.
I'm a big Madden fan. I ended up doing a tour, and I can't even remember the band that it was on, that we went on their tour bus, and one of them fucked up. They fucked up bad, and they're like, hey, let's do a Madden tournament while we're waiting to play. And they looked at me, and like, my eyes just like fucking lit up like a Christmas tree. And they're like, oh, you play Madden? Yeah. I'm supposed to be like one of the hosts of the show. I missed like 4 bands because I just did not. I was playing fucking bad. Next thing I know, there's a knock at the door. They're like, is he on here? And they're like, just kind of looking at me. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I that's one of the first things I want to do with the bus is get like I'm the collection is a little smaller than it used to be, but I'm like a big retro game collector. GameCube's the one that I collect the most for. And eventually on the bus, I want to like have a nice little lock and key and like just have GameCube, TV, and we could play like Mario Party and all the fun shit on tour.
Oh, you got a challenge.
I'm seeing that basis. Yeah, no.
Okay. I was like, you got a challenger.
No, you won't, Kalen. We were at the studio, so we were at Robbie's place. We're at the studio, and he's like, dude, we got to play. I don't think he like I don't think he beat me once, unless you can correct me, Caleb, but I don't think you did. I don't think that's true.
Ouch. All right. Shots fired. Fucking nice. All
Maybe
right.
he did too, though, to give him credit. Maybe I was like sleeping or something.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, as far as like, I know you haven't done a whole lot of touring yet. So, I'm just going to kind of go at this at just a personal level.
Sure.
What is the absolute worst food that you've had to endure?
I don't think, believe it or not, because the few shows are you saying like in general, or are you saying show related?
Well, show related if you have it, if not personal.
I know spinach sucks. But, I don't really have like
spinach.
There's a couple like because I don't have any moments of like, wow, this is the most disgusting, horrible thing I've ever had, except for like what are the balls? Brussels sprouts. I hate those things.
Oh, I love them.
You mean alien eggs?
Oh my god.
There's only like two foods that like actually make me like gag, and believe it or not, it's Brussels sprouts and it's carrots. I can't do those two. I can do everything else.
Carrots.
I love carrots too.
Wow.
I don't know what it is
like
about. I don't know what it is
super
about them.
palatable. Huh.
Sorry,
Some of the dirt, some natural.
you want to see CB vomit? Just bust open a can of pickles. That's all you
do it.
gotta do.
Dude, pickles are awesome.
do it.
No.
Dude, I love pickles, and like I'll get the pickle jar out and like bust it to get one out, and he's like fucking like give me the go to hell and die fucking look the whole time. It's like
If there's even a pickle touching my food, I will not eat it at all.
delicious.
It's funny where I'm like sitting here like I'm like, come on, it ain't that bad. But meanwhile, I'm talking about carrots.
True.
So I guess I can't really talk too much.
I love all vegetables. There's not a vegetable I can think of that I won't eat. I like all of them. I even like beets, and most people don't like beets.
You know what? That's another one. I hate those.
Oh, I love
Just anything that you love, food wise, I probably don't like it. We're 100% right now. That's 3 times.
Jeez, man, I love fucking good, like even
See,
sour.
I used to not like Brussels sprouts. I used to not like the vegetables, like the beets and all that stuff. But now I love them. And I think all it took was just, growing up, not starting with the little kid palate. I'm just kidding.
No. Funnily enough, I've been
throwing
like
shade.
calming down on lettuce and tomatoes on my sandwiches. I used to be like, nope. But like it was like maybe like half a year ago, get a chicken sandwich and it was on there, and I was like, you know what? I'm an adult. I'm just gonna eat this shit. And when I ate it, I was like,
I'm a grown up, damn it.
Yeah, I'm still gonna minus it probably every time, but if it's on there, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
See, I guess mine was getting COVID. Like I got COVID and I lost my smell permanently. I never got it back. Can't smell a fucking thing.
Really?
Yeah, I got it right when COVID came out. I got COVID when everybody was like fucking dropping like flies. I got it. And I was super, super sick for like fucking 20 days. And afterwards, I lost my smell permanently. Never fucking got it back. Well, that changed my entire palate. Like before, I was very like meat and potatoes, and I ate like a toddler. Meat and potatoes, fucking pizza rolls, Totino's party pizzas. That's all I would ever fucking eat. And now it's like I eat everything.
This sounds like a 3-course meal for me.
I did. I was straight.
That's my jam.
I remember when I had COVID, I was like, I would like go to grab junk food. I'm like, I can't taste it anyways. I may as well just go grab the fucking shitty food. Or maybe not shitty food, but you know what I mean? The healthier food. Like, what's the point if it's not gonna, if I'm not gonna taste it, I may as well just like feel better after I eat that rather than
I mean,
Right.
I
twice as
could
bad.
taste it. Like I could taste everything. It just changed how things tasted to me
Mhm.
for some reason. Like
Right.
I don't really like soda. A lot of sodas, there's a few that I could drink, but the rest of them all taste like Robitussin cough syrup. All of them.
Ew. Ew.
That takes me back because we say pop over here, and it's just
Oh
What-
Lord.
yeah. On our way to the studio, Robbie, I'm calling him. I'm like, hey man, yeah, we're hitting. Do you need anything? He's like, yeah, can you get me some Dr. Peppers? I was like, cool. So I call him later. I'm like, hey, I got that pop for you. And he's like, what the fuck did you say to me? And he's like, oh, I forgot you talk like that. I'm sorry.
And then
He's like,
down
"What the
here,
fuck
down
did
here
you
in
say?"
Texas, everything's a Coke. You want a Coke? Okay, what
No.
kind? Sprite,
Yeah.
Pepsi. Like,
Well, it's like that. It's like that in Oklahoma. So, because like whenever I was born and grew up in Oklahoma, everything was a Coke, and it was like, okay, what kind? And so
Yeah.
then you tell it is so. And then whenever I moved back to the South,
ew.
here everything's soda. It's a fucking soda. What do you want? No fucking big
No,
Will.
well.
You take your nasty ass Jaeger and go somewhere that you and CB y'all can go off on your little
Complete
Jaeger.
that shit.
I don't even want to smell that shit.
You can't spell it.
I used to love it until
Oh, we can't.
because it's funny as an adult. Because like when I was like younger, I'd party, and it's funny that like when I used to do like Jaeger bombs all the time, and now as an adult I can't drink Red Bull because it just makes me think of alcohol like every time. So like Red Bull's out of my shit. Now I'm just on those fucking those Ghost Welches. It's like the grape juice energy drinks.
gosh.
Those things life changing. They're so good.
Oh
Dude.
no.
What
Oh,
is wrong with him?
Y'all can take it up in season 5 when Big Will's on here as a fucking host, and y'all can talk about it.
That's funny.
No, I can't do yet. I used to like Jaeger. Actually, one of my things used to be Jaeger and root beer. I would mix Jaeger and root beer
That don't
root
sound too bad.
it completely kills the taste of Jaeger completely. It's just like it just tastes like root beer. So I went to the Jägermeister music tour fucking 20 years ago, and it was Slipknot, Killswitch Engage, and Shadows Fall were
Okay.
playing.
That's
So of
good.
course, Jägermeister music tour, they were giving out fucking
Yes.
Jaeger free everywhere. There was Jaeger everywhere.
Jaeger for you, Jaeger for you, Jaeger for you.
So I didn't like it because I hate black licorice. Fucking hate it. I despise it with an extreme prejudice. I am damn.
Still 100% black licorice.
I am licorice racist. I fucking hate licorice. Cannot stand it. So I told the waitress this, and they had the Jaeger shot girls, and she goes, "Well, do you like root beer?" I'm like, "Yeah, I actually like root beer, even though it's kind of tastes like, sort of, kind of." But I was like, "I do like root beer if it's like homemade root beer or some of the better root beer." And she was like, "Let me make you a drink with Jaeger." She goes, "You won't taste it, I promise you." So she brings it to me. And of course, it just tastes like root beer. So I forget that there's fucking liquor in it. So I'm down in these things like fucking insane. I got so fucking plastered. I don't even remember really leaving. I vaguely remember Slipknot. I remember the first like 3-4 songs maybe, and I don't remember much after that except for getting sick and puking for like 3 days straight, and all I could taste and smell was Jaeger for like days. Even when I tried to drink something, I could taste Jaeger, and it just ruined it. Like I can't.
Scarred.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm scarred for life. That's almost as bad as the gas station sushi. That's a whole nother story.
And I didn't bring that one up.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. What is a guilty pleasure song like that's not in the metal genre that you like to listen to?
There's a couple. I mean, like there's one. Well, okay.
Sabrina Carpenter. No.
It's funny that okay, well, because yes, but I'm not gonna say what one for that because we made a cover from the ground up. So that one's
A Sabrina Carpenter?
It's a secret.
Anyways, Meg's digging.
Anyways,
I'm a good guesser.
Well,
hell yeah.
So I like pop music, I used to be really into hip hop. It's kind of like falling off for me nowadays. But like, there's actually there's a Justin Bieber song that I can never like. It's like,
come on, let's hear a few bars.
No.
Yes, I know.
Justin Bieber though. That's
I
a
like
little surprising.
you know, Oliver Tree. I like it's not something that I
Oliver
inherently
Tree's
like.
good.
Yeah, it's not something I inherently go out of my way to listen to, you know. But when it's on, I'm always like happy, you know. Like there's
Mm-hmm.
or maybe I shouldn't say happy. It's fine. It's fine.
You vibe. You just kind of it's chill.
Yeah.
It's chill.
Yeah, I'm a big. I just like music as long as it's not country, you know. I'm cool with pretty much
Honestly,
everything else.
Yeah,
And like
I
I can get
like
into
my-
old school country like Johnny Cash, Tennessee Ernie Ford, like the old boys, but anything
Dixie
past
Chicks.
like well, I don't know if I've heard anything by them. But
You don't know about that. See, my go-to like guilty pleasure genre is yacht rock. Like if I'm cruising around on the boat because we got beaches around here in South Texas, cruising around on the boat, I want to listen to some Captain and Tennille. I want to listen to some Steely Dan. I love me some good yacht rock.
Oh wow.
no,
Oh.
I do not. My mom will love that one. That song's scarred her. No, that's funny though, because him and I ride together to practice. So just the thought of him like messaging like, dude, Careless Whisper like messaging the band like, dude, he makes me listen to fucking Careless Whisper. I don't, but that's a funny thought.
He's gonna roll up jamming that shit this Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You better, Kaylin, take notes. But yeah, we you know, funnily enough, I'm not really like, I do listen to music, but a lot less than a lot of other vocalists or singers. Like when my YouTube replay or whatever, because I use YouTube Music, I only had something like 12,000 minutes of music listened to throughout the year. So that's like not a lot. I mainly like I'm listening to like podcasts when I drive, or you know, I try to like when I'm listening to music, or not music, because really like in the writing process and things like that, I really like to not listen to music. I really like to make sure the sound is like my own, and then you know it goes over to Robbie, or vice versa. Since we're now a full band, Steve, which is our lead guitarist, him and I have actually been working on demos together, and we're gonna take some demos to the band, and we're all gonna put them together and then send them over to Robbie, you know. But I really like to not listen to anything. Like I'll have songs inspired by other bands and like think of like their style's kind of like this, but I don't go and listen to it. I'm just like, they're heavier, they're more pissed off, they're this, they're that, you know. And that's really like my kind of like writing styles. I really like to make sure I'm not like listening to anything because I don't want it to influence me too hard.
Right.
That's a question that we always like to ask. So I'm kind of glad that you brought that up, because like I know me as a musician, I can't listen to metal. I can listen to anything else, but I can't listen to metal, because if I listen to metal, I have a tendency to start writing like bass lines that are based off of all that shit that I was listening to. Yeah. And it just doesn't sound right. So like me, like I listened to like two of my big ones that I like outside of rock and metal is Post Malone, pre-country, not the country shit, but Post Malone or The Weeknd. Because I love the fucking Weeknd. Yeah. And so I'll listen to like nothing but Post Malone, The Weeknd just constantly before I start writing. So
Post Malone used to be a big metalhead. I mean, he still is. Yeah. I mean, but he used to actually like write metal music and stuff like that.
Right.
Well, he actually tried out for Crown the Empire.
Yep.
And from the story I heard, they didn't let him in because like two of his guitar strings broke during him going to try during the tryout, and so they didn't do it. And I'm like, that was probably the greatest thing that ever happened to you, because Crown the Empire is still around, but I'm pretty sure you made a hell of a lot more money.
Yeah.
No,
I know he was trying a bunch of different stuff until he eventually like, you know, he was like just posting whatever until something popped off, and it just happened to be hip hop, pop, whatever you'd classify him as earlier days. Somewhere in the middle.
Right. Okay, fair enough. All right, CB, you're up on deck, bro.
So as far as what part of the day do you like the best, which one do you tend to favor towards, morning or night?
It really depends, because they both have their like very strong upsides and their very strong downsides. Where like you know, in the morning, of course, like I'm all groggy and pissed off. I'm like, why am I alive right now? But then you get your coffee, you're sitting there like looking out, you know, the bay window or whatever, and you're just like, this is pretty nice. Like life's pretty good, and like I'm waking up. It's like the feeling of waking up makes you feel great. Whereas like you know, the dread of waking up and getting out of bed, you know, is like
right.
But then at nighttime, you know,
you dread going to sleep.
Well, nighttime usually is like if I have free time, I tend to game with my friends. It's like what I try and do. But like so then like that's like my social time because like usually like I work from whenever to whenever. I work a retail job, so it's either morning, close, you know. But that's usually my social time. That's my time to like catch up with my friends, say what's up, you know. So like they both have again like having the social life is cool, but something about waking up and like just like the peace of waking up is nice. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not always nice. Sometimes you wake up and you have to like immediately put on pants and go to work and you're like, fuck my life. You know?
Yeah.
But the days where it's peaceful are definitely worth the days that it's not.
Like I hate waking up in the morning, but then I'm happy that I did wake up early. Like it's hate and love at the same time.
You know, because actually, you know, you brought up Skull earlier, but the opening line of that song, I have to scratch a claw to get out of my bed, was an actual thought I always had. Like I would be like, fuck, dude. Like it was back when, because when I wrote that song, I mean, obviously you could tell I was feeling that shit. But you know, the actual concept behind all of that was just like, or like I was actually just stuck in my bed. Like I would be there for 2-3 hours, just like I don't want to get up, I don't want to talk to people, I don't want to do this and that. You know, I was a lot younger when I originally wrote it. I was like 22, 23, you know.
Well, I'm glad you brought it up because we're actually playing the music video for it at the end of the podcast. So for those of you that are watching, stay tuned, stay put all the way to the end because leaving out, we are going to play the music video for Skull.
Hell yeah. Thank you. No, that's definitely like that's the song that, because that song is like an algorithm cow. It's like, because I mean, why wouldn't it be, right? I mean, it's just a very heavy hitting lyric into a big fucking slapping intro. You know what I mean?
Right.
Pretty much like a breakdowny main riff. So it's and that was like kind of the whole point. I remember when my original producer, Alex is his name from Darklex, but I reached out to him and was like, hey man, I would like to, like, essentially I've always wanted to do a song because I had that concept for a song ever since I was like 16. Like, wouldn't it be so cool to just start a song like, I want to put a bullet in my, and then just like hit fucking hard. I remember I like wrote a little thing and then I sent it to my producer. I was like, hey man, this is the idea, this is what I'm thinking, you know. And then we of course made it to a reality. But it's that cool little thing where like sometimes you have ideas and then you grow up in music and you like learn and you're like, wow, that was a stupid fucking idea. But then sometimes it's the opposite way around where like you keep growing and you're like, no, that idea is still cool. I'm gonna pull that out.
It aged well.
I mean? Yeah.
All right. So at any point during your career being a musician, did you ever struggle with your sound?
As far as like
you know, when you go in, like a lot of bands, they're always like, I want to do this, I want to sound like this, I want to sound like that. Did you ever have that like struggle of starting to play and write music and just everything you were doing, you're like, I hate this, this isn't what I'm trying to do? And if you did, how did you correct that?
No, I've never like, because for me, like I was saying, I've always had that mentality. I've never really listened to something and been like, I'm gonna make a song like that. You know what I mean? Because like even Motionless in White's probably my biggest influence as far as like how much I love their sound, and we don't really sound anything like Motionless in White. You know what I mean? And that's like on purpose. Well, maybe not on purpose, but also like I don't use it to influence me. I didn't back then. There are some that like, you know, like Synthetic Love, if you've heard that one was very much inspired by I See Stars, which is another Michigan metalcore band. But you know, they're electronicore is what they are. Oh, he's a funny guy. He is true. But, well, lyrically that song was great. I just couldn't sing it at the time. But don't worry, that song is, you know, in the trash. Until maybe we'll revisit it someday. But anyways, what was I saying? what was the? Oh yeah, just that I really don't like to use other music, even like because like I was saying, Steve and I have been writing demos together, and even then we're not really listening to anything. We have certain vibes. I'm not going to say the band, you know. There's our other guitarist. That's Jordan. But oh my god, what was I saying? Oh yeah, just that like we have like I'm not gonna say what band or anything like that, but like one of the demos is like blank type song, you know. And again, I'm not really listening to them or anything like that. It's a lot more of like, I want this vibe. I want to be pissed off, just like these guys are all the time. You know what I mean? And that demo is coming out fire. So
yeah, I know, because like we've talked to a lot of people, and obviously we've interviewed well over 200 bands or almost 200 bands on this podcast.
That's awesome.
And everybody always has a little bit of a different answer when we do bring up that question. Because like I've talked to many guitarists, they're like, you know, we got into it and I'm fucking with my guitar tones, and I had something very specific in my mind, and I just never could do it. And I would write a whole entire song, and I'd be pissed at myself, and it's like I don't fucking like it. You know, it's like, okay, so what are you going to go forward to correct that? Are you getting a new guitar? Are you getting new pedals? Are you trying new things?
I was lucky enough to go to school before I was creating music, I went to school for music production. So I was learning as I went. So it's one of those I never really had to like go through that process because I always wanted to create music. That's always what I wanted to do. I remember like first day of school, I'm sitting in the back row because you know I'm metal like that, but sitting in the back row, and everyone in the front row is like making beats, they're making songs, and I was like, am I supposed to know how to do this? I was like sitting there like, what am I doing wrong? You know? And like there was like in a later class, like it was like a study. I don't even remember what they called that there, but like a study hall where people just went and studied. And there was a girl there and I was talking to her about, you know, the classes and everything. She's like, oh, I felt the same way. Everybody around me was making stuff, but no, you know, you'll get better as you go and you'll see. And she was right. You know, as you went on, things made more sense. You know, music theory is probably one of the hardest. Like I think at Full Sail at the time, it could be different now, but at the time, music production or music theory had the highest fail rate in the whole school. There was something crazy like 30%.
Wow.
I could actually believe that because I don't know jack shit on music theory.
I got lucky as hell because my roommate was actually so Full Sail's on the same street as three different schools, right? It's University Boulevard, and he was in band at UCF. So my roommate would like come down and, you know, I was like, dude, I'm so lost that this makes no sense to me. And he just started like answering. He just started like answering all the questions. And, you know, I was like, no. Like, I appreciate that. But like, how are you finding that out? How do you know?
Right.
That? You know what I mean? And so he eventually, you know, so through that, I was able to learn what I needed to learn. And yeah, I'm better because of it. I'm not like, you know, because I didn't end up getting to finish school because COVID happened and then I went home and then, you know, but that's also fine because that's what the boy Robbie's for. You know what I mean? I got the basics and I got the idea and we can send him our ideas and things like that, you know? And like, even if I was like really good at production, you know, we would still probably go out to somebody to get the second opinion or, you know, it's always nice to have regardless.
Yeah, see, I'm completely self-taught and I didn't know I still don't know shit. I can't even read music. I can read tabs barely, but I can't fucking read sheet music. I don't know shit about music theory. I just play what sounds good and I'm like, that sounds like shit. Yeah, I change it.
To Kalen's point earlier, because he doesn't know anything about music theory, but he makes me mad because we were at the studio and I was like, dude, I really like this song and it was a Zelda song, you know, and he's like, yeah, I think it goes like it was the first time he ever heard it. He just is literally within like 10 seconds is playing the whole like first 5 seconds of the song. I was like, I hate you. Like I can't listen. I can't do it. I think I might be like not obviously not like very tone deaf, but I think I'm like a little bit. And like, because he said he's always been able to do that, but that's something that he could just do.
Yeah, no, I play by ear too, because like CB will be sitting in the living room and I hear something and I'll start fucking playing it. And I've always been able to do that, but I cannot I have no idea about music theory or anything like that. I picked up a bass when I was like 5 years old and I've been playing it ever since, and I'm 42 years old now. So I've been playing for a really fucking long time.
Yeah, there's no right or wrong way to do it, you know. I think Matt Tuck said one time, like from a Bullet for My Valentine, he said that like he wouldn't take back that he learned music theory. Like he's so happy he learned it and it's made music like great for him. But he kind of misses the days when he didn't know, because like songs like Tears Don't Fall wouldn't happen. They wouldn't have happened if he was like so music theory focused and whatever. So like he misses those days, but he's happy he's in the like theory days now, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So I think I'm good without it. Like I just play what fucking sounds good, and I go through all this experimentation, and it's like my little fucking, I'm like a goddamn mad scientist in there fucking with shit and just playing shit over and over until it fucking sounds right or sounds good, and I'm like, all right, that's fucking it. Okay, moving on.
That's awesome.
But then you got these like purists that are like, oh, you have to know music theory, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this, you have to do that.
Oh, like I was saying, there's no right or wrong way to do it. Like whether you do it one way or the other. Like, because even though all you can do is hear, I'm sure you can hear when like you play a note, you're like, oof, that sounds weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where I just like, because I couldn't hear it until like, well, I mean, I can in certain, like not on a bass. If a bass is boom, 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 might be a little harder for me to tell what's right and what's wrong. But with like I can usually hear it, but also like mainly I see it. Like if I'm looking at the grid or if I'm looking at sheet music or whatever, I could be like, that's wrong.
Like, no. All right, Meg, you're up.
All right. Just to tag on what you were saying, is like it doesn't matter how you get there or like how you do it. I think the most important part is that you're fucking doing it. Like just do it. Nike that shit. Okay, time for my question. So what is one thing that you overcame or had to learn about yourself through the music process?
I went back and forth to Robbie's 3 times for this EP. Twice because like, we only did 2 songs the first time, and then we play in later. We're like, you know what? We're going to do an EP. We're going to do blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? But going back and forth to Robbie's, because like I was saying, how he said I got so much better every time I went out. Well, it's because, he didn't necessarily, like essentially our options were to like dumb down the songs or to, or for me to leave and come back and do it correctly. And like, obviously went with the latter. Like I was like, I don't want the songs to sound worse. I'm going to go be better. I'm going to go work on my vocals. I'm going to go work on this. And, and now because of those choices, we have an EP that is super fucking cool. Awesome. So like overcoming the like the long or the short story or the short, either way, the short version. There we go. The short version is that like, imposter syndrome, feeling like I can't do this. It's not working. I don't understand what the fuck is happening. Like I practice singing every day, made no sense. I was like, I just don't get it. And it's funny how like they always say it, but just one day you just wake up and you're like, oh, I'm singing. I'm doing it, and it's like, wow, that's crazy how that just works. But that's probably like the overcoming, like, just being, like I was saying earlier, like just being better, just like working every day at becoming the vocalist. Not only like I want to be, the band needs me to be, who Robbie needs me to be, but just like working on being like better for myself,
Right.
And like actually wanting that, because it was actually the singer of Tala, Justin. He said in one of his, like, I can't remember where he said it, where I seen it, but I know he said like if you're going to do something every day for like 10 years, you should probably be, or like you should be the best that you could be at it. Because, you know, I've sang for like 8 years, but in the last one, I became like way, like exponentially better, you know?
Right.
And like, had I taken that 10 years of like, you just throwing my voice at a wall and like actually took the time to like learn it and like get better, I would have been a lot further along.
Right.
I like that motto that be 1% better every day because it's exponential. It's just you're just better, and then you look down the road and you're like, holy shit, I've come so far. It's just you took that little baby step a little bit further every day.
When I was grinding my vocals and like working on it, that's literally I said that like every day.
I believe the word is Kaizen.
What?
Tyson?
That's funny. I was thinking, what does that mean?
It means exactly what you guys were just talking about. Be a little bit better every single day.
Okay.
Yeah.
How the hell do you know this shit?
I'm just here in the dark, man. I don't know.
Sensei Crimson over here.
All right. So on that, we've hit the end. Thank you very much for joining us. For everybody who's watched, absolutely thank you. Please don't go nowhere because we are actually going to play the video for Skull from Fleeting Life. We also have 2 shows tonight, so we will be live again in another hour. So we're taking an hour break, and then we will be back with Wolf Dozer. But this is Skull from Fleeting Life. Please make sure that you go to all their social media accounts, hit that fucking follow button, and then go hit those little 3 dots and go down to invite your whole list and fucking do that because it's free. It literally takes 3 seconds. You don't even have to buy anything. Just fucking help them out. Hit the goddamn button and do the damn thing. On that, we love everybody. We'll see you again in an hour. Go check out Fleeting Life. And this is
It's been a pleasure, everybody.
Absolutely.
Self-destruct.
Bye.